All right. So we're gonna go in live right now. I'm pretty pumped. I'm just gonna say that this is not your typical feed. I'm gonna run you through some excellence right now. This is pure excellence. And what I mean by that is results. People pay for advertising for results. It's cool to get your brand out there, but people can die from exposure. The one thing that you can really make sure a business survives off of is consistent opportunity, or as someone I know once said, more at bats. How to improve your average, how to hit home runs. You need to be able to take swings at opportunities. So this is an account for Google Ads, and as you can see here, it's past 30 days. So this is as of yesterday. We have multiple targets with over 100% conversion rate, and one in particular, 100% conversion rate. That means 6 clicks, 6 leads. People always complain about with Google Ads, I'm paying for click, I'm not paying for lead, right? It's a pretty reasonable feeling. I don't know anyone who wouldn't feel like that. But in reality, marketing isn't necessarily just transactional, like give me 10 leads for $100 a lead. People who are transacting leads like that typically are selling those to more than one person. And they might say, oh no, we're only going to sell it to you. That's why it's so expensive. And the other end of that spectrum, Angie's List. Dirt cheap, same thing. They're just selling it to more people. It's a vicious cycle. With Google Ads in particular, one thing that you can do is you can send these people directly to your website, experience your brand, experience your form, dial your number directly from their phone. So if they get a missed call, they know it's the number that they just called. You know, like having the actual connection with who you're reaching out to. And yeah, maybe some of these people are kicking tires. Maybe some of these people are not interested in some of the things that, you have to say. But the reality of the situation is when you are sending leads directly to your website, you have the best chance of winning that business. If you get them on the phone within 60 seconds, you have a more than 50% chance of winning that business, regardless if you're good at sales or not. And the thing is that these numbers are not normal. These numbers are not normal. You see somebody doing Google Ads, they're not hitting 50% conversion rates. So I want to brag a little bit on our process and just talk about what it looks like when you're exceeding numbers. So you can see here, this is like a brand new spurt of traffic. We're getting so many calls that the actual call tracking can't even keep up. I love getting notified that I need to buy another phone number to track all the calls coming in. The reason why we have these results is because we have dialed in the process of how to manage Google Ads. And you're not going to see this anywhere else. This is something that's graded and evaluated constantly by our team in order to make sure that because people think, okay, let's talk about this for a second, actually. This is a good lesson real fast. People think that you're going to see search terms when you're looking at keywords. Search terms are not keywords, and keywords are not search terms. Keywords are like the bait. Search terms... Oh, sorry. Let me run that back real fast. I know we're live, so I have to make a mistake. I'm only human, right? Keywords are like the hook on a fishing line. Search terms are the bait. The bait is what the fish actually bites. People aren't searching keywords. They're searching for whatever they want. They're looking for whatever they want on Google, and then Google's trying to align our keywords with exactly how they're searching. But the reality of the situation is right now, with this specific information, is that the vast majority of these are irrelevant search terms, which is why they get marked with competitor, and all this gets filtered into the campaign. Same way with focus, same thing with keep. And we also have a few other terms as well, like regional, where we're excluding or including places based off of their zip, their distance from headquarters, where your actual locations are. Lots goes into this. It's the reality of this is if you want to have a campaign that works as hard as your company does and your team does and your employees do and the money you make, you got to have somebody on the other end of the computer screen working just as hard as your team to make sure that you're getting the results that you're supposed to be getting. This is a huge thing that's overlooked too, is the ad copy. People think, oh, ad copy, Google Ads, throw something in there that makes sense. You really got to look through and build through your copy. You got to look at your regional keywords. You got to look at your all regions versus your individual cities. You got to look at your subcategories. Is it commercial? Is it just a call to action so it fits in any ad group, or is it only going to fit in the commercial? Is it going to fit in a city commercial campaign, or is it going to fit in a general commercial campaign? Having this content whittled down like this is always going to get you 100% better results. If you're not mining data like this, which, by the way, we are very heavily automation and AI driven. We're building software right now that'll hopefully one day completely make this process automated. But the reality is you still need humans to touch the buttons, right? You still need humans to touch the buttons. The systems are not intelligent enough to understand semantics at a level. You can try Google Gemini. It is good for search terms. Claude AI, ChatGPT. Honestly, ChatGPT is probably the worst when it comes to semantic language. It's better for numbers. But in reality, you are going to have a hard time mining into this data without feeding an enormous amount of data to the system to build out. And at that point, the more data you have to fit in the AI, the more expensive it is to run examples against it, i.e., this company's onboarding form. You put that onboarding form against the AI engine, you think it would be able to spit out a perfect campaign, right? Well, let me tell you, it's not the case. And I can tell you what that looks like too. It's not the case. When you try to dive in to the actual content that people are giving you, you can parse that content with AI. You can take it and have it generate different pieces of content for your document so that humans can read them, and you can format that document, and you can format and create templates for spreadsheets. But at the end of the day, you still need a human to touch that button. It's not something that's going to come easy, and you need to make sure that if you're going to build out a system like this, that you don't build your campaigns into the grave, which is why we have a very careful system. The way that we're selecting this is all based off of human-driven decision, which is why we're not the cheapest either. We don't want bots automatically telling you to bid up or to use performance max campaigns, which are trash for local businesses, or to pause keywords that actually create conversions just because they didn't get an impression in the past 7 days. These are things that Google's mechanism and machine are doing right now to prevent businesses from getting better returns on investment. That's why we're building this system here. But in general, the results that we get, incredible. So if you're looking to get better results for your Google Ads campaigns, we can take a look. Advertising Report Card is all about helping people find out issues on their campaigns and doing everything we can to solve them. Going into the nitty-gritty and polishing everything so that you're on the right path and that you're not blowing your ad spend. I'm going to go ahead and stop this stream now, but I just wanted to jump in and kind of give my team a little shout out on the back end. I mean, these numbers are incredible. Incredible. So yeah, with all that being said, if you need any help, reach out, drop a comment if this video was helpful. Hope this got your brain stirring. My name is Mike with Advertising Report Card. We're just trying